Hey, another video, and this time it is about self-control being the new sexy. And why would you want more self-control? Because what you submit to will control you. So you basically need more discipline to overcome bad habits that can take over your life. And anything can become an addiction. Too much coffee, for example, too much sports, too much anything, and they all have a built-in karma, most of them. So too much coffee can give you insomnia, too much alcohol a hangover, too much food a stomach ache, too much sports an injury, and when you have a lack of discipline in one area, it often shows in another as well. And most of the time it gets worse, not better. It's like a drug, you need more of it to get the same effect. And if you want to know if it's an addiction or not, you just try to stop it. So do a fast. And if you can't stop, then it's officially an addiction. And people often confuse desires and needs. They think they really need it as opposed to just being a desire. A need is something that you need to survive, and desire is just something that makes your life more enjoyable. For example, coffee, sex, alcohol, sugar. But you won't die if you don't have it. So every habit, good or bad, starts off with a choice. So you can buy a membership, it's a choice that you go to the gym, or you buy a drug, it's a choice that you want to consume, or you click on a website and you choose to watch it. So everything can become an addiction when it is compulsive. So the dopamine reward system is in the prefrontal cortex. And it's like we're mice in a Skinner box in this society because instant gratification is more important than long-term reward. So social media is an example where you constantly click on a new video to get that dopamine hit and it never stops. So before you know it, you're hours clicking and scrolling and you have wasted all that time. So a good thing to stop an addiction like that is to do a fast. So you can do a social media fast and to get rid of that instant gratification that you think you need, but you don't. And you can use that time that you freed up to do something useful with your life, to create something, work on a project. Because we were created to create, we were not created to consume. And we've been given this life all with a purpose. And wasting your time on useless things, that is what society actually wants, create weak men so that we won't come into action to fight evil. And actually, one of the worst addictions is porn. And that one destroys orgone energy in the body. And it actually not only isolates the person and causes erectile dysfunction, but it actually destroys families, the very foundation of society. And I think that's why this temptation is the worst for men in this society. So addiction often isolates the person, and that can lead to depression and worse. Actually, addiction is the opposite of connection. So to overcome addiction, as with the 12 steps, is to admit that you cannot do it alone and that you need help. And online communities could become your support system and let you know that you're not alone. And it starts with, I don't want to live like this anymore. Please give me strength to get out of this vicious cycle. And the first thing, of course, is to eliminate things in your life that makes you stumble. And but there is hope. I read some of the testimonies online, and there was this man who had erectile dysfunction, and his life was destroyed, and he was isolated and depressed. And he wrote down that he thought that he had permanently damaged his body, and he saw people only as lust objects. He was no longer capable of building true connections with people. And then, of course, he he said, I cannot continue like this, it's destroying my life, maybe destroyed family as well. So he just withdrew from all of it, and he saw an online community, and slowly his natural responses came back, and he now leads a life, successful life again, with true connection with people. Things can still turn around for the better. And even if you think that the damage is permanent, you can build true loving connections again and do something good with this life that you've been given. And I think this gives hope. I think social media can be very harmful, but it also can help people overcome addictions. Looking, reading testimonies of other people online, and knowing that there is hope. And a lot of people come to Christ actually when they want to get rid of an addiction, just admitting, oh my God, I cannot do it alone. Please help me. I want to end my life. I'm so depressed. I just don't want to live my life this way. And that's actually the first step into, admitting that you have a problem, and then seek help. And yeah, I thought it was an interesting, because I think that there are not enough videos online that talk about the beauty of self-control and the discipline and how sexy it is actually. And even for the groups who do actually semen retention, it actually boosts your testosterone, and you then have these pheromones that actually attract women. And I think there are so many beautiful stories, and you can once again have a successful life. And why not use it for your benefit? And that's why I think self control is the new sexy. Bye.